Hello, I am Endlessness and welcome back to Final Fantasy VII Ever Crisis, and we have just received our half anniversary week 6 content drop, and it's honestly great because we have gotten two new events. The first one is dungeon ranking event, the Mithril Mine, for this month, because every day we get a dungeon ranking event, but this one will last for a week and will end on April 16th. And if you clear all 3 dungeons on S rank and get those chests and everything, you get 3000 crystals, so that's amazing. And I feel like they increased the difficulty of the dungeon ranking events, but also this is the first dungeon where it's only fire elements. Yes, few previous dungeons we had with one element, but also all the other bosses, they were weak to some other element, but this one is only fire, nothing else. And for some bosses, magic attacks are most effective, so physical fire is not as effective as we would have wished for. But also, I am not surprised. When I saw it'll be a fire dungeon, I had this feeling about magic being pushed much more, because we have this Lucia and Aerith fire banner that's magic, so I thought they will want to push this banner to make people want to pull on it, so they will score higher. But also we have the second event, the Critical Threat, the Turks A-Team event, and it will last until April 27th, so we have well over 2 weeks on it, and I am very happy. Yes, it is a crash event, so it is very difficult. It will become even more difficult, but I am very happy because I think most of us were struggling with stamina. So at this point we are having too many stamina tonics and we didn't have anything to spend them on. And we're at this point where they were about to expire. So this event is great because we have to use stamina to farm those tickets. And the way those crash events work, normally we use stamina to get some event medals to exchange them for items in the store exchange, but crash events have victory tickets, so bronze tickets and silver tickets currently, and next week we'll get the actual crash and we'll get also gold tickets, so additional prizes. But so far I have to say those prizes are really good. I'm quite positively surprised, because yes, we get the character specific weapon parts, also some memories, and for this week it's Tifa. She also has gotten an event weapon, which is honestly very nice. This physical attack and boost ability potency is surprisingly quite nice if you don't have any good physical weapons for Tifa. Actually, those R abilities are quite nice. Yes, physical defense, the C ability is not great, but it's the R abilities and the stats that matter, and they are honestly really nice. I also love how this glove looks like. We also have seen that next week we'll get Lucia's event weapon, which looks also great, and that means we also get 100 Lucia weapon parts and some memories. But if we look at the prices, those are honestly good, especially that we are getting those genome megapods. Yes, they are pink, so they are not the yellow one for level 110, but at least it's something for level 100, so it makes this level more accessible. But it's the silver ones, the bronze ones, they are never as good, but still we get some synth catalyst, that is great. But as I said, next week we'll get the gold tickets, and they will have even better prices. I'm not sure if we'll get any mithril, but that would be also nice. But as for the mithril ingots, I'm really not sure, because for this month technically we already have gotten 10 mithril ingots in Easter event, but it would be really nice to get a little bit more. But this critical threat events, currently we have EX1 and EX2 stages as the highest ones, and I'm assuming next week we'll get the actual crash, so EX3 stage and then crash. Not sure if we get crash 1 and 2. I think it was exclusive to Sephiroth's Crash rerun, but normally I think it'll be just Crash and EX2 solo, and of course co-op Crash. But for this week we also have gotten quite a lot of battle stages, and for each stage we have gotten, I think it was 100 crystals, so if you cleared all of them, it should have been around 3000 crystals. That's also great. We love crystals. But I will make a guide on the EX1 and EX2. Also, I'll make a guide on the Mithril Mine. But on the Easter event, we have gotten our final stage unlocked. So high risk battle 3. If you want to use more tickets, you can also use this one. But I also make a guide on that. That's more accessible, I think. Similar to the one I made for high risk battle 2. But this is finally the time where we can farm this event and get all the things that we want and need. But also we have gotten a new banner with Barret and Nanaki, and surprisingly, well, it's a little bit surprising because I expected something else. I thought it would be Lightning Arcanum. It is not, but it doesn't mean this banner is bad. Actually, I would say it is pretty good. But I'll make another video on that. But also we have gotten a new store, and it is a very similar to the Lucia. Do we have? Yeah, the Lucia and Aerith, and also the Cage Sith. But because we have gotten Barret and Nanaki banner, we have gotten those packs with them where you can get 100 weapon parts, and those tickets with them, also the expensive pack. But yeah, honestly, I don't see anything interesting in the store that I would personally want to buy. But again, those weapon parts, the character specific weapon parts and the packs, they are, in my opinion, most valuable packs if you want to spend any money on this game. But yeah, I think I have covered everything. So it doesn't, like, yes, it's 2 events, dungeon ranking events. If you want, you can just clear it once and never look again at it. But most importantly, we have something to farm to grind this critical threat. But yeah, I'm terrified of next week, of that crash. But I'm just hoping it won't be impossible to do. But because it's crash, and it has been very consistent in the past that every crash, it was very hard, bordering to impossible. But on the next week, on the second week, so part 2 of the event, we have always gotten the 75 level cap increase. So it has been a consistent pattern. They never broke it. So I am hoping, and I think it is very likely that next week, I'm not sure if it'll be Wednesday, it might be Thursday, but I think it is very likely we'll get that level 75 cap increase, because that was a consistent pattern. So I'm hoping that will still continue. That we'll get that chance to get a little bit stronger, to maybe have a chance at beating Crash. But yeah, so that's it for now. So thank you very much for watching, and I hope to see you next one.